Once upon a time, in the world of trade, countries were like friendly neighbors who sometimes shared their goodies. These goodies could be teas, clothes, or even food. Sometimes one country wanted to buy a special kind of toy from its neighbor because it was the best. But the neighbor country had a little trick called a tariff. Now, what's a tariff? Imagine you have a toy store and you want a shiny new toy to sell. You go to your neighbor's store to buy it, but they tell you that you have to pay a little extra kiddie coin for it. That kiddie coin is like a ticket to bring the toy back to your store. It's a special fee your neighbor has charged you for buying that toy. That's what a tariff is in the grown-up world. They're extra costs on some things countries buy from each other. Why would anyone want to use tariffs? Well, it's a little bit like when your friend likes to play with their own toys instead of yours. Sometimes countries use tariffs to encourage their people to buy toys made in their own backyard, not from another country's store. When things from the neighbor's shop become a little more expensive because of tariffs, the toys made at home can seem like a better deal. But here's a twist. Sometimes countries use tariffs to be fair. Let's say your neighbor has lots of super cool building blocks that are super cheap because they're made by robots. Your country might set a tariff to make the building blocks from another store cost about the same as the ones from your local store. That way, both store owners can play fair. However, there's more to this story. When the neighbor's goodies become more expensive, people in your country might have to pay more kiddie coins for their toys. That can sometimes make them sad because their coins don't stretch as far. So countries have to think really carefully when they decide to use tariffs. It's like picking the right time for a treat or when to save your candy for later. Now you might wonder, do tariffs always stay the same? Nope, just like how you might trade your favorite stickers with friends, countries talk to each other and sometimes decide to change the tariffs. They might make the fee smaller or bigger, depending on how good or bad the sticker trade is going. Think of tariffs as a way for countries to make sure everyone plays nicely and gets a chance to make some cool toys, clothes, or yummy snacks. It's like when you make sure everyone has a fair turn on the playground slide. In the end, tariffs are like the rules of a giant toy swap, where countries try to balance fairness, fun, and making sure everyone gets their favorite toys. Remembering this can help you see why countries make these rules and how they can change the way we play in the big game of trading. And so the story of tariffs teaches us about sharing, fairness, and making sure everyone gets their turn to be happy with the toys they love most. And just like that, the world of trade keeps spinning, full of wonder and surprises.